Hi friends, so today we are going to do a basic VLAN configuration. So first we will make this switch as a L3 switch, so it can do inter VLAN routing. So we will be configuring SVI on this switch. So let's go on the CLI of this switch and configure conf T. I'll make this switch as a L3, so I need to run the command IP routing. So now we need to create a few VLANs, VLAN 1, VLAN 10, 20, 30, VLAN 100. So as you already know, VLAN 1 is by default is there. Now we need to create 10, 30, 20, 30, 100. So I have already written it down on a notepad, so I'll just simply go here, copy this and paste it in the switch CLI. So I'll go here and then paste it. Okay, so let's see if these VLANs are now on the switch. So do show VLAN brief. Now you can see this VLAN has been created in switch. So now let's configure the IP addresses on VLAN interface so it can do inter VLAN routing. So let's go here, interface VLAN 1. So here is the IP. We will be assigning the IP 10.1.1.254. So this IP will be acting as a default gateway for this VLAN. So IP address, sorry, IP address 10.1.1.254, and this is a slash 24, so the subnet mask should be 255.255.255.0, and then we will do no shut. Okay, and let's go for interface VLAN 10, and the IP address should be 10.1.10.254. So I'll just make this as a 10, and the slash 24 is the mask, so it should be the same. So let's go for 20. Here the IP address should be 20, 30, and the IP address is 10.1.30.30.254, and one more, it's a VLAN 100, VLAN 100, and the IP address should be 100. Okay, and now let's see, show IP interface brief. Now you can see the IP addresses of is assigned on the VLAN interface. So these will act as a default gateway for this respective VLAN. Okay, so now let's go to the switch 1, which is the access switch. So here also we will create VLAN. Okay, enable conf t. Here we will go again on a notepad and we just copy paste this on a switch, same in a switch 2, enable conf t, enable conf t. Okay, so we have created a VLAN on these three switches. Let me verify once. Do show VLAN brief. Do show. So as you can see that the VLAN has been created here. Now let's go and make a trunk port to the interface which is connected with the core switch. So first I'll go on a core switch and make a trunk port to this interface gig 1 slash 0 1 slash 2 and slash 3. So I'll go here and conf t interface g0 g1, okay, g1 slash 0 slash 1, okay, switch port mode trunk, okay, and similarly for uh, interface 2 trunk port, and for 3 as well. We can use a range command as well to make this port as a trunk port. So we have configured these port as a trunk port. Let's go on this switch 1 and switch 2 and switch 3 and make the that connected port as a trunk port as well. Interface 0 slash 1 switch port mode trunk, okay, on this as well. Interface G0 slash 1 switch port mode trunk, and this one as well. Interface G0 1 switch port mode trunk, okay. So we have made this connected port a switch trunk port, and yeah, now on switch 1 let's check show IP interface brief. Do show. So let's configure the switch IP address. So if we want to configure a telnet or SSH, we can configure. So let's assign a IP address to this switch. So I'll go interface VLAN 1 IP address 10.1.1.1 255.255.255.0. So it's a slash 24, so no shut. Okay, similarly we will go on a switch 2 and we will go interface VLAN 1 IP address 10.1.1.2 255.255.255.0, and okay, I haven't written IP address. IP address IP address 255, yes, and then no shut. Let's do it on switch 3 as well. Interface VLAN 1 IP address 10.1.1.3 255.255.255.0 no shut. Okay, now the link has come up, and so we have assigned the IP addresses of of these switches. So we assign, so if we want to configure a telnet or SSH, we can configure and take a remote access of these switches. Okay, let's go to the PC1, PC2 and PC3 and configure the IP address. So I'll go on a PC1 which is in a VLAN 10. So here I'll go and configure 10.1.10.10. The IP address of this PC is 10.10, which is an VLAN 10, and it is /24, so it should be 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is 10.1.10.254. Okay, 254, this is the default gateway. Yes, let's go on a PC2 which is in VLAN 20. So the IP address should be 10.1.20 dot 20. Okay, and 255.255.0, and the default gateway is 10.1.20.254. So this is the default gateway. Let's go here, sorry, on a PC3, and this is in a VLAN 30. So I'll go here 10.1.30.30 and 255.255.0, and the default gateway is 10.1.30.254. Okay, this is the default gateway. Let's assign the IP address of on this server. So the server IP address should be 10.1.100.100. Okay, this is also 24/24, so 255.255.0, and the default gateway is 10.1.100.254. So yeah, this is the default gateway. So now we have assigned the IP addresses of these in devices, like we have assigned the IP address on this server as well as on PC1, PC2 and PC3. Let's try to ping our default gateway from PC1. Let's try to ping uh, the default gateway of VLAN 10. So ping 10.1.10.254. So oh, okay, we haven't configured the port, we haven't put this in a VLAN 10. So I'll go quickly here, interface F0/1, and switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. So it is in a VLAN 10. So similarly on switch 2, I'll go here, interface F0/1, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20, and on switch 3, exit interface F0/1, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 30. Now again let's try to ping the default gateway of VLAN 10. So I have assigned the port in VLAN 10, so now it is reachable. Okay, let me assign server port. So it should be interface G1/0/20 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 100. So this is in a VLAN 100. So let's this server is in a VLAN 100. So as I assign the port in this server VLAN. So let me try to ping server IP. Ping 10.1.100.100. This is the server IP. So let's see if it is reachable now from PC1, which is in a VLAN 1, VLAN 10. Let me ping again. So yeah, packet tracer takes some time. So now I can reach server from VLAN 10. Let me try to ping uh, from VLAN 30 PC, ping to VLAN 20 PC, which is PC2. So 10.1.20.20. This is a PC2 IP address which is in VLAN 20. So as you can see now, there is a inter VLAN communication. So let's also ping server from here. Ping 10.1.100.100. So yeah, from PC3 also we can reach to the server. So let's try to ping the server from switch. Okay, ping 10.1.100.100. So let's ping. From switch the server is not reachable. So yeah, we need to configure the IP default gateway. So IP default, we need to assign the IP address okay, we need to assign a default gateway IP on this switch. So it's a IP default gateway. The switch default gateway is 10.1.1.254. 254. Okay, now let's try to ping the server. Yes, so now the server is reachable. So similarly on switch 2 and switch 1 we will configure the IP default gateway. So IP default gateway 10.1.1.254. Okay, and here also IP default gateway 10.1.1.254. Let me ping the server from switch 1. Ping 10.1.100.100. So now we can reach server from the switches. So as you can see now we can there is a inter VLAN communication, and from switch we can also reach to the server. So that's all for this basic VLAN configuration, and thank you all for watching the video.